UFC 308, Topuria versus Holloway takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions for this stacked, unbelievable card. Let's start with the early prelim opener of, which is a fight between Bruno Silva and Ismail Nurdiev. Now, this is interesting because Bruno Silva's he's a weird one. He's a really weird fighter where it's like, you don't really know what's going to show up out of him. He nearly beat Sharamagomedov. He didn't. He lost. He got skulled on the feet in that fight. But he mixes in grappling. You just don't know Bruno Silva. You just don't know. I'm not throwing a bit of a fit here. It's just you don't know. So it's really hard to predict what he shows up as. But when I look at the two of them, I think I see a more skilled fighter in Ismail Nurdiev, who obviously, once in the UFC beat Chance Rencounter. If y'all remember that guy. That guy sucked badly. Chance Rencounter. Yeah, he sucked. He was the bottom feeder level of the welterweight division. I think Bilal fought him as well. Lyman Good destroyed him. I know that. But, that happened. And then, yeah, he lost to Sean Brady as well. Lost to another guy, I want to say. I think his name was... He lost to Chance Rencounter. I think I just said that. I might have said he'd beaten him. No, he beat Sihir Bazharada. That's who he beat. That guy was not good either. So it's been a while since this guy's been out of the UFC. And it's not even like he's been destroying everyone. He's lost fights, got TKO'd 2 fights ago. Then came back with a submission win over a decent record guy by the name of Tahar Habdi, or Hadbi. Yeah, got it mixed up there. Hadbi, who is 14-8, so never mind. I don't even know if he deserves a shot back in the UFC. I don't even know why he's in here. I guess they're just trying to get more... where's this guy from again? Turkey? Or Morocco, sorry. From Morocco. They have really similar flags. I don't really care. Actually, they really don't. I'm going to go with him, though, over Bruno Silva. I think he will get the job done here. I think he's just a bit better technique-wise on the feet and just skill-wise. He just looks a lot better. I'm not going to trust Silva catching him randomly. Tavares is hit and miss. I think Tavares probably wins a rematch against Silva. I think that was just, he caught him once, it's over. And that was a lot. I think Tavares is now, that was after a war with Dricus du Plessis. He's allowed to get KO'd once in a while. So, I'm going to go with Ismail. I don't trust Silva's grappling to get him the win here. Although I think Ismail's improving. More improved. He's getting the shot for a reason. He knows this is a big deal. I'm sure he'll fix the mistakes and get the job done. Plus, he's now at... Where's this at? Middleweight. So he'll be more, packed up here. So I'm going to trust him to get it done. Mix in the grappling himself. I just think he's a lot better on the feet than Silva. Close fight. Silva's good. Lost to Weidman, though. Yeah, I'm going to go with him getting this one done. Just a lot better on the feet. Just a lot better on the feet, skill-wise. Can pick apart Silva. I'm going to trust him to not get randomly caught or completely out-grappled here. So I'm going to go Ismail Nurdiev. Although he's not great, I think he's good enough to beat Silva. We move on up the card. Ibo Aslan versus Rafael. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to pronounce this. Cerqueira. That was easy, but I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. Knowing Brazilian names. Cerqueira, maybe? Because I know they like to pronounce the R as H's. Like Amanda Ribas or Ricardo Ramos or... I don't say it though. I say Amanda Ribas, but I say Ricardo Ramos because it just sounds cooler than Ricardo. But, you know what I mean though? Ronaldo Jacare Souza, I'm going to go with Rafael Cerqueira, though. I think he wins. I think this guy is good. Ibo Aslan's mid. I'm just going to point that out. Yeah, he did beat freaking... What's his face? The weirdo. Anton Turkalj. But still. He was arguably losing that fight, no? I think maybe he was winning the fight, but he wasn't looking good. Like, oh my goodness, this guy could beat Alex Pereira. I don't see that in him. Where in this guy, I don't even think he does beat Pereira, but like, he is good. Like, I think this guy could just smoke Smith in the first round. You know? I know Abel Islam's got power, but Rafael Cerqueira KO's guy. 6-3, first round KO, 1-1 not great, but round 1 KO. Had championship experience against Bruno Leonardo. I know these are bums, yeah. But, like, he's still whooping them. What are we going to look at Ibo Islam for? Plus, this guy's got grappling. Arm triangle. He's got championship experience. I know it's not the high level, but I like seeing that in a regional guy. Regional fighter. Them winning a belt in the regional scenes. I like that. That's not Cage Warriors. I know Cage Warriors is good, but, like, it's a bit padded there. I know this is padded as well, but you get what I mean. He's been out for a while, though, but I think Ibo Islam, like, Anton Turkalj beat him the first time. And, he did win the rematch, but, like, and I know he has power, but I feel like Rafael can get it done here. He's 11-0. I know he's fought Cans, but you can say the exact same. I know he beat Paulo Renato Jr., but that guy's fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll just point out Paulo Renato Jr. is dog shit as a fighter. Just can't get in the UFC for his life. I'm just gonna go with Rafael here, though. I like him here. He's got the grappling edge, I think, here. I know what's his name's good, but Aslan couldn't sleep Turkalj to the third round. And he didn't even sleep him. He just caught him with one shot, and that's it. Down goes Turkalj. In an early stoppage, I do believe, as well. We see Tyson Pedro, who is not that good, beat Turkalj in under a minute. So I'm going to go with Rafael Carrera. Grappling edge, can mix in the grappling. He's got equally dangerous stand-up as well. So I'm going to go with him. We move on. Who's the underdog? Oh yeah, Rafael's the underdog. I'll take it. We move on up the card. Renat Fakhretdinov versus Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal. I'm going to go with Renat. I just think Carlos Leal is this guy, you know, when you see like a dangerous guy that's like huge or like just dangerous that can shut your lights off. This guy is kind of like opposite of it, but he's built like it. Like, I think this guy is a bit of like, I don't know what to say. He's just a bit, I just don't know. Like, I know he had close fights with Sadabusi, or Sai. Sadabusi, or Sai, I don't know what his name is, but, why am I in Chris Barnett? But he's kind of like that. What do you mean, what am I saying right now? He had close fights with Sadabusi. And he's got KOs, you know. He does have KOs. That's not how you beat Renat, though. KOing him. Like, I knew it. You can't. Like, to beat Renat, I think you have to break him. Break Renat. Push forward. Not land one shot that puts Renat out cold. Renat's good at, like, moving his head. He's good at that. He was supposed to be facing a guy by the name of Nursultan Ruzaboev for this fight. Different opponent completely. Ruzaboev's a fucking skyscraper. This guy's a short guy. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, I'm going to go with Renat, though. You got to break Renat to beat him, and this is a short notice step up for Carlos Leal. Beat Nicholas Dalby. Arguably could have lost on damage, but he beat Brian Battle. Elizeu Zaleski Santos it was a draw, but he won the first 2 rounds for a reason. Like, he's got that, you know? He's got a bit of a Zabit. But, like like a heavier weight class. You know, he's kind of like Zabit in a way. So I'm gonna go with him over Carlos Leal. Beat Brian Battle. Like, you have to look at this. Like, he out-grappled Brian Battle, so I don't think Renat will get chinned. I don't think he'll get submitted. You have to break him, and Carlos Leal's stepping in on short notice here. I don't like that, so I don't think that's going to help him either. So I think Renat's going to win on the ground. Probably out. Maybe lose round 1. Maybe he gets dropped in round 1. But then, like, Leal gasses out, and that's it. Renat just holds him against the cage, or just out-grapples him. We move on. Up the card. Farid Basharat versus Victor Hugo. Why is Farid a massive favorite, man? It's making me want to pick Victor. This should be near evens. What the fuck? Oh, he's not even that great, Farid. He is good. Farid Basharat is good. I'd say he's better than Javid. I think he's proved that now. You're making me really want to pick Farid Basharat here. No, you're making me really want to pick Victor Hugo here. Yeah, let's just put Farid Basharat as a minus 500 heavy favorite here. That's fucking dumb. I like that Hugo is like his height as well. Or at least a bit shorter. Because if he was like a tall, rangy guy that he looks like he is, I think he might have been out-grappled. I think he might be out-grappled here, but I like that he's like at his range and height with a huge striking advantage here. But I'm going to go Farid, because we've been seeing these wrestlers beat these fucking strikers every time now. So I'm not going to make the same mistake again. So I'm going to go Farid Basharat. I think he will get the grappling off. He trains at a good gym, Extreme Couture. I shouldn't be a heavy favorite. I'm just going to go with him. I usually probably would go Hugo. But I've been thinking, you know what? Wrestlers has been beating these strikers. Bilal beats Edwards. Marab beats O'Malley. Last weekend, Hernandez just beat Mikel Pahea. Oh, but he's got good grappling himself, Hugo. Like, fucking good grappling himself. But I'm going to go Farid, because he did beat Taylor Lapilus. He did beat him. Yeah, he did beat Taylor Lapilus. Out-grappled him, beat Clayton Rodriguez, beat Damon Blackshear, who nearly subbed him, though. But Blackshear's good, and Hugo is as well. But I think Blackshear's got nasty BJJ secretly. But just hasn't been shown yet. I'm going to go with... Hugo is good, you know. Why is he a massive underdog? It actually pisses me off. He's been beating good guys. Oh, shit. Pedro Falcao is not that good. He didn't skull him easily, but I feel like Farid's better than that. Taylor Lapilus, easy win. Out-grappled him. That's impressive. But Lapilus, are we going to rate Lapilus' takedown defense? I'm going to go Farid. He trains at Extreme Couture. They know what they're doing with him. They're putting him on this big card as well in Abu Dhabi. I can just see Victor Hugo. Like, I can see it being a very close fight, but Basharat gets enough takedowns to secure the win. Hugo starts to slow down. I can just see it. So I'll say Hugo wins round 1, loses round 2, and gets fucked up in round 3 badly. Close to a 10-8. Quite not. So I'm going to slightly lean Basharat, but hopefully Hugo wins, because I want strikers. I want fun. We move on, up the card. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Chris Barnett. What the fuck? I'm gonna go with Nzechukwu. I'm gonna have to go with. No, will he win? No, he lost to OSP. How the fuck did you lose to OSP? I literally picked OSP to beat Ryan Spann because he beat Nzechukwu. How did you lose to him? Chris Barnett's not terrible, you know. It's just he's fat. And he's just insane. But he hasn't fought since September 2022. Like, over 2 years now, he hasn't been there. Martin Buday beat him. Ben Rothwell beat him. He beat Vellante and Collier. I don't think Nzechukwu gets out-grappled, though. And on the feet, I don't think he loses either. So, I'm not going to trust Barnett's wheel kick to work here. I'm not going to trust Barnett to just survive an onslaught and beat Nzechukwu. Maybe he could, but Nzechukwu is the guy to usually do that. So I'm going to go Nzechukwu. Lost to Jacoby, though, but this is different. Where is this at? Is this heavyweight? Alright, then. I think Nzechukwu wins. I think he wins. Maybe Kutalaba beat Clark. Shit, guys, to be fair, but he doesn't really have a chin, but I'm not going to trust Barnett to fucking lay him out cold. So I'm going to pick him to win. Maybe Barnett has a good round one, then just melts completely after the first 30 seconds like Mikel Pereira. So I'm going to go with Nzechukwu. Move on. We move on. Up the card. Abis Magomedov versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira. Really shocking, I know. I mean, let me check the odds. Oh, yeah, he's an underdog. I'm taking a lot of underdogs this card. I'm going to go Bruno Ferreira. I think Abis Magomedov is an overhyped, a bit of a fraud. I know he lost to Strickland, and that's not, like, I know Strickland's still arguably the champ in a lot of people's eyes. I get it. But, you know, just, like, I don't think Abis is that good. Like, I think Bruno Ferreira's got good takedown defense. What happened? I think Bruno Ferreira's got good takedown defense. I think he's strong overall. Beat Stoltzfus easily. I know he got stunned in that fight, but it's not like Abis is like a slugger in the pocket. Phil Haas, easy win. Lost to Ruzaboev. Beat Gregory Rodriguez. Like, are we just going to ignore this? Like, he KO'd Rodriguez out cold. And Rodriguez is whooping guys like CLD now. And other guys, Brad Tavares. Like, I don't know. I'm going to pick him to win this. Abis Magomedov's good. He did well against Baralho, I get it, but I just think he's always a step behind. And Bruno Ferreira, if I'm not wrong, trains at Brazilian TKO. Who trains there with him? Who trains there? Benson Ribeiro? Actually, never mind. But I like him here. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like Bruno Ferreira KO, probably. Abis got one front kick KO over Stoltzfus. I know it was a better performance than... Yeah, fuck! I'm gonna go Abis Magomedov. Fuck. Oh, but will he win, though? He gasses out. But I'm gonna go Abis, actually. Never mind. I think, yeah, I'm changing my pick completely there. It just doesn't make any sense to pick Bruno Ferreira. I don't know why I was just glazing him there. He whooped Warley Alves. That's impressive. Like, he outworked him instead of just sleeping him randomly. Like, he did outwork him. Had a close fight with Baralho. Did alright against Sean Strickland. Those guys are top 5 guys. Strickland and Baralho. He won the first round against Baralho. Won the first round, arguably, against Sean Strickland. And it's a 3-rounder. It's not like Ferreira's like a guy that will pour it on. So, yeah, I'm going to switch my pick completely there. I'm going to go with Abis Magomedov. Beat Stoltzfus easier than Ferreira did. And Ferreira lost to fucking Sultan Ruzaboev by KO in round 1. So I'm going to say Abis will pour it on here. I think this will be like a Warley Alves type performance. But like closer in a scorecard, I'll say. So I'm going to go Abis. I changed my pick there. Yeah, we move on. Up the card. Abis Magomedov wins by decision. Miktabek Oralbai versus Mateus Rebecki. No, that's not the next fight. Said Nurmagomedov versus Daniel Santos. I'm going to go with Said Nurmagomedov. Daniel Santos just hasn't been he's just been irrelevant recently. Like he hasn't been in there a while. I know he's tough and he's like a mini Oliveira, but I just see like a classic him getting picked apart here. Can't really get this thing going. Johnny Munoz Jr. is not good. John Castaneda is not that good either. Julio Arce schooled him at range. Like, that's where we're at here. Julio Arce beat him at range and schooled him. That's where we're at here. So, I'm going to definitely go for Saeed. Beat Mu and Gafarov easily. Jonathan Martinez fight was close, but he kind of just got held against the cage. I'm not going to trust Santos. I don't think Santos will even do this or even think about it. Just holding Saeed against the cage. So I can see him being scrappy and just getting dropped a few times and I can see him just like being dumb. And this is a dumb way to predict a fight, but can you just see him just being dumb, throwing head kicks and shit, getting in Saeed's face, getting dropped with like a straight right, then getting submitted with a guillotine, round 1. I can just see that. So I'm gonna go Saeed, round 1 KO. No, round 1 drops Santos with a right hand, and then submits him with a guillotine. And other than that, I think he can just school Santos at range. So I'm going to go Saeed. We move on. Up the card. Mitebek Orolbai versus Mateus Rebecki. Hyped one right here. I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm going to go with Mitebek Orolbai. Or Miktebek Orolbai. Fuck, I don't care. Mitebek Orolbai. I'm going to pick him to win this. Mateus Rebecki, we just got shown that he isn't top level against Diego Ferreira. Like, he got exposed in that fight really badly, and he just didn't really have an answer for Ferreira in that fight, who beat him. He did beat Roberts easily. Something, Ludovic Klein couldn't do. But still, Loic Radzhabov he did beat, and he is good. I don't see him out grappling Orolbai, so he's going to have to sleep him. I don't see that either. I think Orolbai can break him here like Ferreira did. I think he can. I'm going to go Mitebek Orolbai. I liked his win against Brenner. Good performance. Brenner kind of just got beaten badly in that fight, not going to lie. And, yeah. Beat Rost Medic easily. Has KOs himself. I'm going to go for Mitebek Orolbai. I like him in this fight. I like him in general. I think he can be something. So I'm going to pick him to win this by... What am I going to go with? I'll take him by... decision, probably. Just outworking Rebecki against the cage. We move on. Up the card. Jeff Neal versus Rafael dos Santos. Long card, I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Jeff Neal over RDA. I think Jeff Neal can get it done here. I wasn't impressed by Jeff Neal's last performance. I literally would have gotten the whole Volkanovski Topuria card correct. But Jeff Neal fucked me over with that pick against Ian Gary. Didn't do anything in that fight. Which is why I kind of have something against him. But I do think he wins this. RDA, I picked RDA a lot of times in a few fights. I'm kind of just done picking RDA. Recently, last few fights I haven't picked him, but Gamrot, I picked Gamrot to beat him. But what does RDA do good at this point? His striking's not there anymore. Alright? I don't see him out striking Jeff Neal. And I don't see him out grappling Jeff Neal. Plus, I don't trust RDA. I hate the welterweight, lightweight change every fight. Just shows that he's just here for the money. Same with Kevin Holland. Why not book these guys against you? Why not do Kevin Holland RDA? If RDA loses this one, and you can do them against each other. Since they love just switching weights every fight. And switching weight classes. But I think Jeff Neal wins. I think he doesn't get out-grappled here. We haven't really seen a weakness in Jeff Neal's grappling. And I don't see RDA KOing him. I think this is going to be a first-round brutal KO for Jeff Neal. I'm trusting him here to just fucking put RDA out cold, and that's it for a while for RDA. Maybe even a retirement. Jeff Neal should win this. Arguably could have beaten Gary. Arguably could have maybe won that fight. Did okay against Shavkat. He's giving these guys good fights. He was losing to Shavkat, but I don't see RDA. Jeff Neal does have a problem with range. RDA is not going to have a range advantage over him here. Does he? No, he has a 5-inch reach advantage. Yeah, Jeff Neal, lock of the card. Yeah, I'm going to pick him to win this. Yeah, you have Jeff Neal as a minus 310 favorite, but you have fucking Farid Basharat as a minus 500 odds makers, you dumb fucks. We move on. He beat Luke K. RDA lost to Luke K. Got completely outworked and counter-grappled by Luke K. Not a good look, RDA. Going Jeff Neal. We move on. Up the card. Shera Magomedov versus Armen Petrosyan. I'm going to go with Shera Magomedov. Tricky, though. I'm just going to say it. Tricky fight for him. But I'm going to pick him. I think he will beat Armen. Because Armen Petrosyan, I remember his fight against Gregory Rodriguez, yeah. Not a good performance, like, got rocked a few times with kicks, and I know Shera's not explosive like that, but I think he can play that battle as well. I think he got more aggressiveness to him than Armen Petrosyan does. Plus, one thing I like with Shera, the activity. Fucking hell. The activity's crazy. Crazy good. I like it from him. I like the activity. Yeah, I really do like the activity. Beat Bruno Silva. Beat Antonio Tricoli. Easy win. Got the finish in that fight. I like that. Beat Mikhail Oksaychuk. I know these are competitive matchups, and fights, they were. But he's winning them. Convincingly. Like, close round, but I think Shera did enough. You know, like, I like that from Shera. And I just think he'll get it done. I don't think anyone's going to get out-grappled here in this fight. Petrosyan lost to Rodolfo Vieira. But how do I rate an AJ Dobson win at this point? How much do I rate a fucking Christian Leroy Duncan win at this point, you know? I could say the same thing for, what's his name? Where the fuck his name is. Shera, Bullet, obviously. But Barão out-grappled him. Rodriguez fight did well, but, like, got rocked in a few moments. Like, I think Shera can, like, hurt him bad. The referee will probably stop the fight. Like, they want Shera to win this. And I think Shera can get it done. So, I'm going to go Shera Bullet. Close decision. Maybe he drops Armen one round, and that's enough to get him, like, a close decision. So, I'm going to go Shera decision. Close fight. Controversial as hell. He gets it done. We move on. Up the card. Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. This is a long card. I'm going to go Magomed Ankalaev over Alexander Rakic. This is a good underdog. If you want to make money, you can bet on Rakic, but that's just my advice there. I'm going to take Ankalaev, though. I think he will get the job done. Just reason being, I think Ankalaev does extremely well under pressure. I know people are going to be watching like, let's see if this guy is the real deal enough to be Alex Pereira. I think he does well under pressure. He beat Johnny Walker. Slept Johnny Walker. I like that. Because we haven't seen Ankalaev KO in a while. I like that he slept Walker last fight. Not slept him. He wasn't out cold, but like, he put him down and out. Well, you get what I mean. He put him down. I like seeing that from Ankalaev, man. Love seeing that from him. I don't like him. I hope Rakic does beat him because it would be funny, but like... And I'm kind of rooting for Rakic in a way to just get it done. Because that'd be fucking awesome. But, so we can get rid of this guy. But you gotta admit, Ankalaev is good. He's got good hands. Rakic, he has a good chin, Rakic. I think Ankalaev will be pressuring him here. Pressuring the fuck out of him. Rakic, I think, will fold. Because he usually does fold under pressure. You know, Yuri Prohaska fight. Looking good in that fight. Then it starts to go not his way. Yuri beats him and finishes him. Jan Blachowicz finishes him. Leg injury, freak accident, whatever. It happens. You know, Thiago Santos nearly beat him. You know? Like, I don't like the look of these. So I'm gonna take I'm going to take Ankalaev. I like that he got KO last fight. And I think he will find the chin of Rakic at some point. Maybe it's close even on the scorecard. Maybe round 1 even goes for Rakic. Don't say Ankalaev out grappling him here. It's a really good underdog in Rakic, but I just think Rakic will get clipped. Ankalaev does have power. Big power in his hands. So I think Ankalaev will clip him over a top of like a leg kick. Put down Rakic and finish him off by TKO in round 2. Yeah. I just don't like the durability of Rakic. Put away by Proska. Been taking a shit ton of damage recently. Been looking good, but come on. We move on. Up the card. Lerone Murphy versus Dan Ige. I'm gonna go with Lerone Murphy. I don't know what the pick here of Dan Ige means to anyone, but Lerone Murphy fucking schooled Barboza for 5 rounds straight. Maybe Barboza can get around here, but I'm really heavily locked in on Murphy here as a prediction. I think people are picking Dan Ige. First off, I'm going to give my reasons why Lerone wins. Lerone, I think, will get it done because I just think he's a way better striker. Way more technical. Dan Ige is like if I can't find the shot, it's practically over for me. Murphy scolded Barboza easily. Scold him. Beat Joshua Kleibau easily. He can grapple as well. I like the grappling threat here of Lerone Murphy. Dan Ige. Everyone knows him for stepping in and fighting Lopez and nearly beating him on 3 hours' notice. That's why everyone's saying, oh, I'm going to go Ige here. He's not going to win. He's not going to beat Lerone Murphy. He's not. And, I like Dan Ige. Hopefully he wins. I just don't see him clipping Murphy on the chin. I just think Murphy's got a good chin. I think he's way better striker. And Ige, he beat Feely, but, Diego Lopez beats him. Bryce Mitchell out-grapples him. I think Murphy beats Mitchell at this point. Landwehr he beat, but Landwehr's shit. Jackson shit. Evloev beats him. Emmett beats him. Chansung Jung Korean Zombie beats him. They all have some level of skill. Other than Emmett, in my opinion. But still, I think Murphy fits into that mix. If Bryce Mitchell can, Lerone Murphy can. So I'm going to take Murphy. Getting the job done by decision, 30-27. We move on up the card. I'm sorry. Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. Oh. I see the people picking Khamzat Chimaev. 78% of people are picking Khamzat Chimaev. What do you see? Why are you still riding with this guy? Honestly. Why are you still riding with Khamzat Chimaev? He literally went to a fucking majority decision with a 10 days notice, according to a lot of people, washed Kamaru Usman. And arguably could have lost. If anyone loses that fight, it's probably fucking Chimaev. And people are saying, round 1 submission for Khamzat Chimaev. You guys don't know. You are just fucking... You have no evidence to say he submits Robert Whittaker in round 1. And if he does, MMA makes 0 fucking sense. I'm taking Robert fucking Whittaker to fucking end Khamzat Chimaev for good. Because he's fucking levels ahead. Levels ahead. I'll make a whole individual prediction video for these last 2 later this week. Robert Whittaker. I'll keep these last 2 bit brief though, because I don't want the video going over time. Robert Whittaker is going to win this fight. Khamzat Chimaev, 10 days notice. Kamaru Usman, that's already bad enough. No knees Usman. Washed Usman, got schooled by Edwards. And got KO'd the second time they fought. First fight feels so non-existent. But, he got KO'd and got schooled. Lost Edwards twice. Steps in 10 days notice. No knees. Washed Usman. He's got no chance. And I even said Hamzat's going to probably... I said Hamzat decision in that fight. So I'll actually take that. I actually said that Hamzat would get a decision win. But everyone said finish. You know? Goes out there. Wins round 1 dominantly. Couldn't finish Usman. So right there, I think, you know what? Whittaker will survive. Then, it's not even like Hamzat did well after that. Lost round 2 to Kamaru Usman. On the feet. On the feet. And lost round 3, in my opinion, as well. But he got 1 takedown, so he wins the round. I'm sorry, but if he beats Robert Whittaker, he's gonna fucking destroy Dricus du Plessis. And this will be the new guy at 185. That's my official take. If Hamzat looks good and destroys Whittaker, it's a big wow. Dricus, your title is gonna be fucking gone soon. That's my take on this fight. So I'll be incredibly shocked if Whittaker gets submitted in round 1. I'll be like, wow, Dricus, enjoy your fight versus Strickland. That's it, buddy. That's my official take on this fight. So I'm going to take Whittaker by TKO round 4 or 5. I'll make more of an in-depth on this, though. We move on at the card. Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. I'm going Ilia Topuria. Max Holloway. Listen, I'm going to go with Ilia, man. I'm going Ilia Topuria. Reasons being, Ilia, first off, I'll make more of an in-depth on this, so it's not going to be a full breakdown. I'm just going to say why Ilia wins and how he wins. I think he gets a decision win here. I think he'll drop Max Holloway a few times in this fight. I can see this being like Cruz Garbrandt in a way. But like, I can see this being like Cruz Garbrandt in a way. Where Holloway's looking good, but then gets stunned at the end of a round. Drop bad. You know, or drop to one knee. I just think Ilia Topuria, I think he's got what it takes. I think he has what it takes to win this. I think he's got more danger presented towards Holloway. I think he can present more danger towards Holloway than Holloway does to him. Gaethje isn't that good. I don't think. And, I think Ilia's got more power. I think punch for punch, Ilia has more power than Gaethje. I just think Gaethje just has that slugger in him. To where, you know, he has that slugger to where Ilia's more precise and accurate. And pretty looking. I think Ilia can win this though. Dropping Max at the end of the round. Max got hit a bunch of times. His defense isn't good, man. It's his chin that's holding up. Eventually it has to at least get dropped a few times. I'm not saying he sleeps Max Holloway. I think he will drop him though. Like drop Holloway at the end of a round. Down goes Holloway. Round's over. He's up. Round's over. You know? And his defense isn't there. Korean Zombie was tagging him. Volk was tagging him. These guys don't have power. I know Korean Zombie does. I watched Korean Zombie was landing shots. This is a prime Ilia Topuria. I think he wins. I think he'll get it done by... I think he'll get it done by decision. Where Holloway has a few good moments in some rounds. Probably wins a few rounds. I just think he'll be behind. So I'm going to go Ilia. Getting the job done. 48-47. Decision win. Yeah. Max Holloway's good. I like Max Holloway. I hope he wins this. I just hope. I just don't see it. Ilia, I think, is too good. And if anyone's going to be emotional in the build-up here, I think it's going to be Holloway. I don't think Holloway's going to be emotional, like, oh, fuck this old guy. I think he's just going to be more annoyed. Because no one's trash-talked him like this. Ever. So I'm going to take Ilia by decision. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Let me go Ilia. Just don't think it ends here. But then again, O'Malley's reign ended quick, so we'll see. Ilia wins.